4. Oh, did you order the pizza? Drago asked nervously, scratching the back of his neck in his head. He was confused. The dare. It's just a dare, Drago thought. I'm straight, right? Snapping out of his thoughts, he saw Harry. He saw Harry nod. Should be about 20 minutes. I'm paying for it, by the way. Harry smirked. Draco tried to protest, but he knew Harry wouldn't take no for an answer. We can start a movie while we wait. What do you want to watch? Harry asked, flopping down on the couches in his living room and opened Netflix on the TV. Drago quietly sat next to him and shrugged. You okay, Drago? Harry asked as he flipped through the different genres. Drago nodded, looking at his friend. Harry seemed so shy at school, and even the first few times they had hang out. But seeing him here in his home environment was something completely different. Yeah, I'm good. Just thinking that it's all. Drago chuckled, shaking his head. Harry seemed to understand because the conversation seemed to dissolve into comfortable silence after that. Oh, let's watch A Nightmare of Elm Street. I haven't seen that in like 3 years, he exclaimed. Harry smiled and put the movie on. The boys watched intensely together. When the pizza arrived, Drago paused in for a while, got up and to go to pay for the pizza. Drago rubbed his hands in his jeans. Why am I so nervous? He thought. Because before he could continue this thinking, Harry was back with the pizza and some drinks, pressing play. They watched the movie and ate pizza. Occasionally, one of them would say some stupid jokes at the other and would laugh and roll their eyes. They ended up watching 4 movies after there was still some pizza left. Thanks again for coming over, mate. Harry smiled, talking and taking another bite of pizza. Drago smiled, taking a sip of his drink. Anytime, Har. You're so fucking right to be around. Harry chuckled. Harry laughed, smiling. Drago looked down at to check his phone. 2:30 a.m. What? It was in bright white font. Fuck, it's getting late. I should get home, he sighed, pouting on himself. Just stay over, mate. My parents are out of town for the weekend anyway. Harry smiled. Drago was about to protest. I'm not taking no for an answer, he smirked, covering Drago shrugged. Fuck yeah. Harry cheered. Drago let out a laugh. You can just borrow some clothes from me for 3 hours if need be. Together, the boys cleaned up in the living room and walked upstairs to Harry's room. Here, take these. Harry tossed a pair of sweats to Drago, who nodded, and went into the bathroom to change. He changed into a pair of sweatpants that were slightly darker shade of gray than the ones that Harry had been wearing. Keeping the shirt on, he walked back into the bedroom to see Harry sitting on his bed, shirtless. His breath caught in his throat, causing Harry to look over at him. So, where will I be sleeping? He asked nervously. Harry motioned to the bed. Oh, okay. He blushed and walked over to the bed, sitting next to Harry, taking off his shirt. He climbed into the bed next to Harry. Harry turned over to the lamp off and to turn the lamp off. As they drifted off to sleep, Draco started thinking, this is normal. Guys can think other guys are hot, and it doesn't make them gay. Right? Part 5. The next morning, I woke up to an empty bed and a pounding head. Where am I? I thought before the events of last night flooded back to me. All right, I slept at Harry's. I looked over to the side of the bed that Harry had occupied. The night before. Occupied the night before. I got up from my seated position and walked downstairs, following the scent of bacon. When I walked down to the kitchen, I almost laughed outright at the sign before of the sight before me. Standing in the kitchen was a shirtless Harry Potter with hot pink apron on. He was making pancakes and cooking bacon. I just watched in amusement. Leaning against the doorframe, looking good, Potter, I chuckled, scaring Harry in a swift moment. He ripped off the apron and off. He moved. Swift moment. He ripped the apron off and threw it on the side. You said nothing, Malfoy. He blushed fiercely and went back to cooking. Like pancakes, I nodded happily. Good, he grinned, spinning on his heel and turning back to the face of the stove again. In the cupboard over there are plates. Grab two more plates, will you? I nodded and did as told, setting them on the breakfast bar. Just as they got down, Harry spun around and the placed the plates, which stacked the pancakes with the stack of pancakes on the bar before spinning back and opened up the cabinet. What would you, Thomas? I have powdered sugar, fresh berries, syrup, and whipped cream. I shrugged, and he grabbed everything, and we had a full make-your-own pancake bar set up. He took the bacon off the stove and put 2 pieces on each plate. Together we sat down the breakfast bar and topped our pancakes happily. Before we ate, Harry stood and walked back over to the fridge. What would you like to drink? We have water, milk, orange juice, apple juice, grape juice, coffee, and tea. He listed off and asked politely for an apple juice, and we ate. Oh my God, I said with a mouthful of food. This is amazing, Harry. He laughed and thanked me. If I had known you were so good, you were such a good cook, I would have started talking to you years ago, I joked. He rolled his eyes with a smile. The rest of breakfast was silent, with occasional outbursts after I stole a raspberry from Harry and he stole a blueberry from me. Once we finished eating, we worked together to clean the kitchen together, going upstairs and getting dressed. So, what's the agenda for today? Harry asked, flopping down on the bed. I shrugged. It it was it was a Sunday. And I don't usually do much on Sundays. Well, we can't just do nothing. We have to do something, he smirked. What did I get myself into?